I don't do intros. How you guys doing today? I'm doing alright today. Today I'm bringing you kind of a somber video. This is my Marika of Reverend build. If you guys didn't hear, I no longer have this build because all of my builds have been deleted. If you want more information about that, just go look at my last video. By the way, thank you guys a lot for last video. It got over 400 views and there was a ton of nice comments. Just trying to pick me up. It really helped me stay motivated because I was very demoralized after after I lost all of my builds, like almost 2,000 hours worth of playtime on all these characters that I was creating for you guys to make content with, and they all disappeared. Again, you can watch the last video if you want to see exactly what happened. But that being said, I just want to talk about the build for now. All these clips came before I lost all my builds, so this is not my current build. I will be remaking him, but right now, just gonna take some time. Right, so what's this build about then? This is Reverend of Marika. His name is Reverend Isaac. He is a Faith and Arcane build that I used. His main three weapons were the Knight Rider flail, which is a very bizarre choice for a lot of people. They think that flails are absolutely ass in this game. I really like flails. I think they're great. The second weapon that he uses is the Sacred Relic Sword. The third is the Crescent Ripple Halbert. It's an Albinoric weapon. It scales very highly with Arcane. I think I end up having like 64 Arcane on this build and 70 Faith, and then when I used the Physic Flask it went up to 80 Faith because of that plus 10 points into Faith. I wish I could show you guys the stats. Unfortunately I can't. Like I said, I deleted all my videos. And what's more unfortunate is that I didn't really get a chance to show off this entire build. So the idea behind this build is that he is a faithful of Marika. He is very religious and very faithful to Marika's tits, as Blackguard would say, and he likes to punish people who he sees are not worthy of America's golden order. Even himself, in fact, that he thinks himself as a martyr or a crusader. Someone who also deserves to be punished, but instead of putting all his effort into becoming a sinner, he would rather punish people who he deems are guilty, or people who are just, outside of America's grace, or her golden order, whatever you want to call it. I wanted to use the blood sorceries, which you saw me use a little bit with the Staff of the Guilty. These sorceries, these blood sorceries, they scale with faith, and they do damage to the user. They build up bleed and do a little bit of damage to you. The idea is that this guy is very religious and he punishes himself while also punishing other people. You know how, like in real life, monks would set themselves on fire, or they would, flail or flog themselves because they were just that religious. They believed, and their faith was very strong. His faith was very strong. So I wanted to use the blood sorceries, and I also wanted to use Fire's Deadly Sin as well. The idea being that, he's setting himself on fire. The unfortunate thing is that the Fire's Deadly Sin really sucks. Unless you use a Blood Flame Blade, and that's kind of where the Halbert came in. I used a Blood Flame Blade as well as Fire's Deadly Sin to buff it. If you guys don't know, there is some kind of weird thing going on in the game where if you do that and use those spells together, you just kind of like become a bleed aura. You become a bleed aura, which I ain't too sure if it's intentional. I don't think anybody is, because IGN is called the IGN build, by the way. The Blood Flame Blade and the Fire's Deadly Sin is the IGN build. So IGN made a PvP guide that was so meme worthy, and it fucking utilizes this damn exploit. And yeah, that's why it's called the IGN build. I wanted to do like a different spin on it, and and use it on a religious character, as well as a different weapon. Um, I don't know what to do about that. I mean, like I don't have this set up anymore. I'm probably still gonna get Fire's Deadly Sin and Blood Flame Blade back again. I think. The thing is that From Software has known about that exploit and glitch for a long time, and it's been several patches, and it's still like not quite out of the game yet. If I had to make a prediction, I would say they're gonna eventually patch it. They should eventually patch it. It's really cheesy, but at this moment in time, it's not patched, and it's survived several patches. Maybe it's just like a hard glitch to fix or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. I just know that as long as it's still in the game, I will use it on this character. For many reasons, and the number one reason is that when you invade, a lot of the time, you see like the same 5 or 6 builds every single time. Like there's like a 60% chance that when you invade, you're gonna see a Moonveil somewhere, right? And so the idea for this character is that he punishes the guilty, and the guilty in my eyes is the meta. And if you're gonna use the meta, then this guy is gonna punish you. And his version of the meta is Waves of Punishment, which is what I'm calling Waves of Gold on the Sacred Relic Sword, as well as the Fire's Deadly Sin and the Blood Flame Blade glitch thing that he does. I don't use it that much. I just kind of use those things when I feel as though I'm being ganked. I'll never use it on co-opers. This is why you see me mostly using the flail in this video. It's because I'm mostly invading co-opers at level 200. Now, if I'm invading gankers, I will probably use the Sacred Relic Sword or the halberd that I use, the Albernuric halberd, buffed with Blood Flame Blade and Fire's Deadly Sin. Yeah, I really love this build. I will say, while I was playing with this build, I found myself saying this is my favorite build I've ever created, because it had such a rich character idea behind it. Just a very religious guy who liked Marika so much that he he took it upon himself to punish people who were using the meta, or just heathens in general, heresy. I was gonna have a lot of fun with him. I really was, man. I was gonna have a ton of fun with him. Life kind of happens, and you don't really get to experience a whole lot of what you want to experience. This room is absolutely devastating for for Waves of Gold, or Waves of Punishment in Reverend Isaac's case. I mean, look at this. They literally have nowhere to go, and this sword is so damn laggy with its fucking hitbox that it just hits everything. That's another thing I really hate in invasions, is the damn Sacred Relic Sword, man. If you see this thing in an invasion, it's just, what do you do? Especially if you're invading in like this kind of fucking area. What the fuck do you do? I do mean against the invader, by the way, not against the host, like I'm abusing here. But yeah, man, I felt bad about killing that guy, so I kind of just stopped spamming him. And you're gonna see some Fire's Deadly Sin exploits in these next few clips, along with the Crescent Ripple Halberd. This weapon, by the way, is fucking sick. That guy rolled the bleed just by standing near me. But yeah, guys, I just really wanted to make this video to show off the build that I have to rebuild again, and just to thank you guys for keeping my motivation alive for this channel and for my passion for the game. Alright, guys, take care of yourselves. Peace out.